Right, so guys, basically we're just going to wait now for everybody to come over from Instagram and everybody that are subscribers already to come and join the channel, okay? And then we're going to get straight into the swings this week, guys. But so many to go through. Literally got about 50 swings. So if you're not a subscriber already, the swing will not be done tonight, okay? I've just got too many guys. We're just doing an hour, like I said the other week. If you're not a subscriber, it's not going to work. So guys, welcome. If you're here, put your comments down below. Let me know you're here. Give us a thumbs up if you like this. Like I was just saying, everybody that's just joined, tonight is only going to be an hour, guys. So it's going to be doing the swings just from the start. It's going to be just because I've got so many swings. Like I was saying, I've got 50 swings that have come in. I can only do the subscribers, guys. So if you send it in and you're not a subscriber, I've been checking them tonight. Your swing will not be done, unfortunately, this evening. But if you were to become a subscriber within this session and you're watching thinking, oh no, I've not subscribed. If you subscribe, we'll be doing it next week. Not a problem. But like I was saying, I've got so many swings to go through. Well, it's quite overwhelming, really. But I'm loving it. Like I said, if I had 50 subscribers that sent the swings in, the 50 subscribers swings would be done. But if you're not subscribers, guys, the swings will not be done, unfortunately. So, guys, just post comments down below. If you're here, if you come over Instagram, say hello. If it's your first time here, welcome. Basically, give you an overview of the content of this channel, guys, before we get into the swings. Tuesdays is our tips night. So every Tuesday we release the tips. This Tuesday coming is a really good one. This is all about how you're going to improve your scoring. And then Thursdays is our course vlogs. So that's a really, really another good night to watch. And then Sundays is our live feedback sessions that all the subscribers send in their swings. Hi, Mike. Evening. How's the week been? My week's been great, Mike. How's your week been? HC Golf. Matt, personal hi. Where is that top and jacket from you wear in most of your videos? Do you mean the peak performance one? HC Golf. If you mean the peak performance one, as in the kind of, well, I think it's green, but I think it's actually grey. I think I'm a bit colourblind. That is the jacket. It's a peak performance jacket. I actually used to wear it when I was caddying. It is the warmest jacket and the best jacket to swing in. So without any ado, and just a quick side note, actually, Tom has played like a kind of warm-up event before the Kenya Open, Barclays Kenya Open next week. And he's actually come third, which is actually a really good, really good. So well done to him. Fingers crossed he can carry that form on into next week. Nice to see him getting a good result. So rain, fella. So just being on the range all week, working 56 degree. Mike, testing all the yardages, test different wedges, see what you can do. Just got to do what you can do at this time of year. I know it's not easy. Just get as much good practice as you can. Don't hit ball for the sake of it. Do practice that's going to benefit your game, okay? So it's not just hitting ball after ball to ball. Test yourself, hit draws, hit fades. Do stuff that's going to benefit you. You still on the tour bag? Matt, no, I'm not using the tour bag, actually. If you've actually seen my recent blog, I've got a cool Strixon bag. Actually, if you check out my Instagram as well, cool Strixon bag on there. It's like a camo colour. It's really cool. I think it's probably the best bag I've seen ever. That's an over-exaggeration, but it is the best bag I've seen ever. And I think it's probably one of the best bags out there at the moment. Right, I'm waffling on a bit here. Welcome, guys. If you've just come over and just joined, we're going to get straight into all the swings. So, what I've said in previous weeks, guys, I'm a firm believer in keeping it simple and things that you can do and apply straight to the golf course. So, if there's a few things wrong with the swing, which a few of the guys have, not saying they're bad, but a few things that I'd like to improve, I'm just going to pick out one, possibly two. Because I think if we just change one, then that one change, you can still go out and play. You can still go and enjoy your golf, okay? That is a key thing, that we can still play and still enjoy your golf. We don't want to make too much of a bigger swing change, especially this time of year, near the start of the season. Want to still be able to play, like I was saying. So, this is Oliver Bright. Let me show all you guys Oliver's swing. Right, Penny, that's one the club's struggling with. So I've been trying different yardages, 100 yards. Perfect, Mike. Mike, just before I get on to Oliver Bright's swing, you've got to make sure, like, you've got, so 100 yards, I've kind of got 3 different shots for it. So I've got 100 yards in my 52, which is kind of like, I call it my 9 o'clock swing, a full one with my 58, and then I kind of like my the club at ball swing with my pitching wedge. So I've got 3 different shots. So low one with a pitching wedge, medium track swing with 52, and then high one with 58. So 3 different shots for the same yardage. So I kind of got a bit of versatility there. So if I've got into the wind, I can play my pitching wedge. No wind, I can play that one. Or it's dead firm, I've got to send it high. I've got my 58. So I've got kind of a bit of versatility. So it's Mike's. Well, it's all good practicing in the club you not use it or don't like, but I kind of tailor it to a yardage and make sure you've got 3 different shots for each yardage. because most guys, when they're out there, they can play it low, play it high, play it medium flight. They know what flight and what yardage they go. And actually, if you check out my Instagram, there's actually a pitching positions on there. And that will be a video coming up in the next few weeks, guys, on the tips night on Tuesdays. Pitching positions. I'm a firm believer on pitching positions. So I'm not giving any more away about that, because that's really, really key, especially if you're looking to really improve your scoring. Pitching is a key area, and knowing how far each wedge goes is definitely very important. Right, guys, so just without any further ado, this is Oliver Bright's swing. So like I said a minute ago, I'm going to pick out one thing that I think is a major thing and we need to improve. By doing this, Oliver, like this gentleman here, can still go out and play and still go and enjoy his golf. It's not going to completely bamboozle him, because I'm totally against that.
What do you want me to do?
So guys, here you go. Nice little shot tracer. I'm going to show you one more time, because I know sometimes it's not very clear. I'll put a bit of lines on there. Right. There you go. Right, guys, the first thing, the position I'm picking out here is, I think, the key thing, which is actually, I think if we improve the backswing, we're going to improve the downswing, because the club's going to be in a better position, and the steep angle of attack into the ball and the downswing will definitely be helped with a bit of a flatter backswing. So, the first position I'd like to improve is this position here. So, have you noticed the club works a little bit underneath the line, which then leads to this really steep angle here. Kind of here. So I'd like to kind of see this club work a little bit outside the hands on the way back. And guys, I'm going to be mad that is, instead of moving the club this way, to really inside here, guys. So I can move the camera. No, I need to move the camera that way. So I'm moving the hands this way. I kind of like to see the club work more this way. So a good drill as this is with one hand. Working the club this way, one hand, because that's going to get a bit of rotation from the upper half. It's not going to send the club out this way. It's definitely not going to bring it inside. So it's kind of one-handed, butt club at the ground, got my rotation from the upper half, and now the club is set on playing. It's not steep. It's not worked underneath the line and then steep. It's then turned upper half, set the club, butt club at the ball, other hand on, swing to the top, swing onto the right shoulder. And by doing it that way, guys, especially Oliver here, you'll get a bit more body rotation, which will lead to a better backswing position. But I think by rotating the body on the way back, he'll definitely be a bit shallower into the ball on the way down, because he's very steep on the way back, which leads to a steep downswing. So if you can set the club a little bit better outside the hands on the way back, then butt a club at the ball, and then the top of the backswing, it gets you in a more sound, more consistent and solid position at the top. That's definitely going to help us through the ball. So another thing that I like to pick out of it is just this movement of the hands exiting quite high and up. And what I mean by that is, guys, if all of his hands exit this way and up, and see his body position, he's kind of leaning back, and then he's up here, his hands are leaning back this way. So I like to kind of see all of his chest work more onto the ball this way, and hands will work more around this way. This is basically going to get his chest more on the ball. I think basically it would help stop his probably left and high right shots as well. So just to summarise what we're just talking about here, guys, I'd like just to kind of see Oliver rotate his chest a little bit more on the backswing, little one-handed drill, keep club outside the hands, butt club at the ball, other hand on, swing top of the backswing. But then also through the ball, I like to see him work his chest more over the ball, stop falling behind it, and stop these high hands up here. I can't see the hands work more around this way, so give you a bit of front on, guys, not as high this way, more release down the line this way. So Oliver, I hope that was good for you. So by doing this, hopefully, well, I'm going to say you struggle with probably high left and high right shots. That's what I'm going to go with straight off. So 2 points, let's make the backswing a little bit sound, as the drill I've just shown you right there, and try and get a chest a bit more over the ball on at impact. That chest over the ball could be done with hitting under branches. Literally, it might sound bizarre, but sometimes forcing yourself into a scenario, your body and swing will just adapt to it. So try it in those punch shots. Just go and hit a bag of balls under a bit of a branch and try and keep it under branches. It might sound completely out the left field, but really it does work. Right, on to the next swing. So this is Tyler Hicks. Let me show you this one, guys. It's not directly down the line, so it's difficult to kind of diagnose most things, but I'm going to show you this here. Guys, I'm going to show you this here. See, it's playing. Now, just this kind of little bit of a foot action through here. So guys, if I just highlight this little foot action, I don't kind of like how this right foot moves closer to the left. So if I just show you this again, guys, let me highlight that. I think it's a very solid swing in general, but this little thing here, I'm noticing. See how that foot moves? Like, I'm probably being quite picky here. But if we compare it to all the big modern swings, like if I compare this, say, if I go compared to, who should we pick? We'll go for Adam Scott. We might as well pick one of the best swings in the world. Why not? I like using Adams quite a lot. If we compare the foot action of this and Tyler, so let me go on to Tyler's. Let me show you exactly the same position through the ball. Well, Adams' leg kind of back trail foot has stayed where it was and kind of just turned onto its toe, whereas Tyler's is definitely dragged. So I'd kind of like to see this more of a solid base with the feet. So kind of feeling the feet more planted into the ground and working more left. I think we kind of work laterally this way, which is why I'm dragging it. So I'd kind of like to see you work more left and rotate more, not dragging through. I'm guessing I know I'm not seeing it from down the line here, not seeing it from face on. I'm definitely presuming we've got a bit of a slide in there, which is kind of causing this trail leg to slide. So I'd like to see a good drill, actually. It might sound a bit strange because we're not got any hyperextension, but I like to kind of see a club under your right heel, and this is going to cause us to rotate and just kind of keep that heel on the ground. And by keeping that heel on the ground as long as you can, I think this is going to help eradicate this sliding of the right leg and sliding into the golf ball. But bar that, I think it's a really good sound swing. I like the backswing position. I like the actual move into the ball. It's powerful. It doesn't look like it's falling behind it like the previous person was. He definitely looks like his chest over the ball, so that's really good. So well done, Tyler. So keep up the good work. Like I said, just keep on that foot movement. Keep a solid base. It's so key to have a solid base in the golf swing. And I don't think it's talked about enough, actually. And if you watch all the top guys now, they use the ground so well. Jason Day, Rory McIlroy, they've got a solid base. Like, I know it sounds like kind of cliche when you're a junior, like you're not going to get pushed over. It's little things like this. It's keeping a solid base in order to hit a really good, consistent, powerful golf swing. Right, guys, let's have a quick look at the questions. So one more for evening, Alex. Evening, guys, if you just joined. Steep. Rory is flying, by the way. Is this in the golf tonight, Mike? I think it's well, I don't think it's at the Arnold Palmer Invitational. I think we've got 2 Brits up there, which is absolutely great. We've got Matt Fitzpatrick, who we had a signed gloves for in the giveaway last month, which is really exciting. And we've got Till Hatton, who's up there as well, which is absolutely perfect. Hopefully one of them guys can, well, finish in top 5 or even go on and win it, which would be absolutely amazing. How can I get my how can I sort out getting my momentum consistent in the swing? Do you mean like kind of your rhythm, Richard? Rhythm in the swing. It may sound silly, but hit shots with your feet together. So as close as you can together and hit these swings. So by this, you're not going to swing yourself off your feet. You've got to swing with rhythm. The club has got to come back to it, come from. Otherwise, you're not going to hit the ball because we're going to have balance if you swing it too fast. So hit shots with your feet close together. Just try it. It's a really simple, really easy way of kind of feeling where the club is in the backswing, feeling the club on the way through, and delivering consistent rhythm. Oliver, what's the best way to pure an iron every time to get the best distance and actually well, Oliver? If I had that question, I'd be a very, very wealthy man. I don't think there is an answer to that question, Oliver. I don't think you can work out a way to pure it every time. I think that's kind of a big myth on tour. Like when I was caddying for Tom, not many guys actually pure it. Yes, you have your Thomas Peters, Rory McIlroys of the world, but you get some guys who just get it around the golf course. They just dig out, they grind out, they hold those par putts, they chip, they put. They hit the fairways. So I don't think there's really an answer in all of it. And if you're kind of thinking you need to pure an iron shot every time, I'd kind of eradicate that from your mind and think, right, I need to turn myself into a scorer. Well, being a good ball striker, that helps definitely because you're going to be more consistent, but you need to turn yourself into a scorer. You want sharp short game, sharp pitching and sharp putting, and make sure you're hitting those fairways. It's not necessarily going to be the best purer, best ball striker of all time, because that's something that there's probably only 2 guys on tour which are the best ball strikers. You've probably got Adam Scott and Jason Day and Rory McIlroy, so that's 3. I mean, bar that, and 4, we kind of got Justin Johnson in there, but outside the top 10, yes, they're good ball strikers, but some of them just get the ball around, and that's so much more important. Hatton had a few shaky holes. Hopefully he can get back in it, but McIlroy is something else. I know McIlroy is really good. Hi, Dave. Nice to see you guys. Welcome back again from the previous weeks. Dusty Dave has watched this religiously, so welcome back to him. My routine to build club head speed. Dave, you definitely have watched the super swing speed video, so that's a really good way. But another way is using those activities on the fitness video, not the one in the gym, just the one you can do at home. By doing those simple things, being loose, being flexible in the right way, that is definitely going to put you in a better position to swing the golf club faster, 110%. Oliver, no problem at all. I think there's such a myth, like I kept saying, about them people being ball strikers. Yes, there are the ball strikers, but a lot of people just get the ball around. Like you take Anthony Wall. Yes, he's a good ball striker. I'm not saying they're not good ball strikers. It's all relative, but they're definitely not compared to Thomas Pieters of the world. So they just get the golf ball around, and that's just the way they do it. Right, on to a guy that's actually sent videos in probably 3 or 4 times now, Mark Wills. So it's really good to see he keeps sending them in. Really love this. I'm going to show you this now, guys. One thing I've noticed with Mark's videos, he likes to aim to the right. I know he says he's hitting the draw, but Mark, if I'm just watching this now, and I'll show you guys in 2 seconds, I'm kind of seeing this ball exiting left of where you're aiming. And my worry is you keep aiming further and further and further right, and you're kind of pulling it on line. I kind of like to see those feet work a little squarer, okay? A little squarer. And also, if we place, say, I'm going to show you with a line here, but this is a simple way, guys, to kind of see where your ball's starting. So say that line there. Can you see that line, Mark? That line, say that's a swing stick or alignment stick. I'd put that in the ground. Sorry, that just disappeared. So if imagine that was a swing stick. I'd put that in the ground, and by doing that, you've kind of got a relative starting point where your starting line is. You draw, try and shave the right edge. You fade, try and shave the left edge. And I'd sometimes text us trying to knock that stick out of the ground. You know where the ball's starting then. And for me, Mark, I'm kind of worried that you're aiming further and further and further right, and you're ending up pulling them onto line. Because I don't think if you were drawing and you put a line directly where your starting line is, your balls will be starting left and drawing. So in theory, you want the ball to start shaving the right edge of that stick and finishing left of it. That is the true draw. So I'd kind of like to see your alignment work a little bit straighter. So not as close, not as set to draw. Let's kind of get those feet a little bit squarer and try and put a swing stick down there, shave the right edge, shave the left edge, and kind of get a reference point to where your starting line is. I know this is not a technical thing. This is kind of more of a setup and kind of a way to practice. But this is kind of a key way of knowing where your starting line is. And you kind of get a reference, because when you now play on the golf course, you pick an intermediate target on the line. Oh, my draw, just got to start just right of it. My fade, just got to start just left of it. So it's a really easy way getting to know where your starting line is. And I'm just worried you keep aiming further and further right, and then we kind of get into that situation where we ended up pulling them. But let me show you the swing, guys. It's a really good swing. He's a good player, Mark. Let me just show you this. As you can see, Mark's a good player. Really good player. I'm just worried we're going to get, he's got a good club face at the top. It's very square to his left wrist. I kind of like to see the left wrist a little bit flatter if I'm being picky. That's just the way I like to teach. But Mark, in general, just let's not aim as far right. I know you were trying to draw, but I'm worried you're pulling that a little bit. And get a swing or alignment stick in that ground, directly down your ball to target line. Try shaving left edge for a fade, and try shaving the right edge for a draw. Or, like I was saying, try and knock it out the ground. So, on to the next swing, guys. This is Matt Palmer. Sorry, we'll just do, before we do that, we'll answer the question. Thanks, and I'll get Tomes try to swing. Perfect. Right, this is Matt Palmer Golf. Now, let's show you this, guys. Great posture this is, by the way. One thing I would say is make sure that weight's not too much on your heels. If I'm being picky there, Matt, that kind of posture there, just kind of showing this straight away, good posture. I'd like to kind of see that weight more on the balls of your feet. So if I was to draw that line would go more through the middle of your hip, through the center of your foot. It wouldn't be through the heel of your foot, okay? I'll try and show you that, guys. Can you see that? That's my first thing I'd pick out. So posture. That's something that's not even a swing thought. That's kind of posture. Tick. Done. So guys, draw some lines on this one. So posture is the first thing I'm picking out there. Really nice move into the ball. One thing that I'm seeing, so Matt, the first thing I'm seeing is this kind of right elbow works a little bit kind of, let's a little bit kind of this way. Let me just move the camera there, you guys can see this. So I'm just worried this right elbow here, this one, works a little bit round this way and gets in this position at the top of the golf swing, so it's quite flying. What I like to see is kind of here, again, getting rotation with the upper half, set the butt club at the ball, see how my elbow's now folded. It's not round here, it's folded from there. All we're going to do is turn. See how my elbows are got more body rotation and this elbow is closest to the ball. So I'll show you that again. Right. So it's out here, set the club at the ball, nice body rotation, and turn. Really simple, really easy way of trying and not getting this really flat, really round here and flying right elbow. And the other thing, I know you got a really nice move into the ball, you kind of get nice and open through the ball, which is great. I'd like to see kind of this kind of follow it with the right arm, chase it with the right arm, and let this release. Don't be afraid to let this release. For me, I'm kind of seeing this pull around to the left. This, I'd kind of like to see, I'll show you this way, a bit more down the line, chase it down the line, not as pulled round this way. Chase down the line. I'll show you guys at home why I'm saying this right now. So if I highlight this elbow at the top, I kind of like to see this bit more body rotation. Like I was saying on that drill. And then let me show you this in video from the start. So use this drill, get a bit more of a solid backswing position. Kind of tucking that right elbow in when this guy starts to go. No, it's a slow motion, guys, so bear with me 1 second. Sorry, it'd help if I press play. So guys, this is what I'm talking about here. So from now, I'd like to kind of see this right elbow fold a little more, not as pull around the body, and then this move through the ball. See how it's kind of a drag around the body. I'd like to say, see, this move, guys. So it's not a drag. It's not a drag this way and this way. It's more this way and then round this way. So it's not round here like this flying. It's this way. Okay? Really, really simple. So I'll pick two things out there. Literally, like I keep saying, I like to keep it simple. It's two little things we can improve. And once we've improved those things, then we can look at other things. But in general, I think if we can improve those two things, that's definitely something that's going to help you. So it's a bit of a small, solid back swing position, folding that right elbow a little bit more, using that drill, one arm out, keeping the club outside the hands, set the club at the ball, and just turn. Just turn. There's actually a great video on my Instagram earlier on, using a swing stick, a line stick down behind you. Club it over the swing stick, put a club at the ball, top of the backswing, and point at the far wall. It's a really quick, simple way of kind of feeling 3 reference points of where you are in your backswing. So Matt, it's really simple. I'm just kind of feeling you're holding that club off too much through the balls. That's why I'm saying release it. Give it a release. It folds here, so why does this one fold here? You're creating 2 mirror images. Let's make sure we're not holding that off too much and more solid backswing, Matt. Guys, if you have sent this in before, and you're watching now, just give us a comment down below. I had some really, really good feedback from some people. Someone tagged me in the swing earlier this week and said, "Oh, hitting it so good, thanks to Alex." And I mean, that is a dream. That is exactly why I do these sessions for you. All I want to do is hear your feedback and your comments of how good you guys are now swinging it. Hopefully I've helped you. If I haven't, don't be scared to send it in again. We can kind of talk about it a different way. I think sometimes you've got to get a coach that kind of suits you and suits the way you play. One coach might be the best coach in the world, but you may not like the way he kind of explains it. So therefore for you, he's not the best coach in the world. You kind of got to find the thing that you get on with. you can understand, and something that you can definitely play with on the golf course.
We have questions in here.
Do some more questions, guys, before we answer some ones.
You here.
Can you move a bit closer, please? I've got my contacts in, guys. That's why I need it a bit closer. It's been left. When are you hitting a draw? Is it a good to even aim a little left when you're hitting the draw? Are you right-handed? If you're right-handed, I'm definitely aim slightly right at the target. And I was talking about the swing stick. So say I'm swinging this way, guys, and this is my swing stick in the ground. I want to be shaving this right edge. I want to start the ball right at the target and draw it onto the target. That is the actual definition of a draw. Starts right at the target and finishes on the target, okay? We want to be finishing it on the target. That is our true draw. Oliver Shaw, how can I make my ball flight? How can I make my ball flight when driving more piercing rather than going really high and not as far? Well, Oliver, one thing is... Oh, actually, Ollie, we're doing your swing next, so they'll tell you. But it's one thing that sometimes if people are getting quite high spinny ball flight, that's kind of could be your attack angle. So you could be quite steep into the back of the ball, or you could be kind of out to in, so he's spinning it this way. Generally, people that are shallower get less spin and hit it a bit flatter. But sometimes, actually, I had ball training on last Thursday from Titleist, and they're kind of saying that the Pro V1 is better because it spins less and goes further and rolls out, and the Pro V1X flies higher and a more of a steep angle of descent. So that's the kind of way they're thinking. They think ball flight can be determined by ball, which it can be. No worries, Richard. Thank you for watching it. Really glad you like the advice. But Ollie, I'll have a look at your swing now because you're actually on next. But in general, because if your path is very out to in on the way through, you're going to spin a little bit more. But so one thing, if you think I'm spinning it too much, try hitting the draw. Try hitting it draw. Try covering it, hitting it with less spin. Your version hit it with less spin will definitely hit the ball a bit lower. But let me look at your swing, Ollie. Right, Ollie, I think I know the answer right away. Right, guys, so if I highlight this backswing position here, Ollie takes the club quite a way outside his hands on the way back. Now, this definitely contributes to being out in on the way down. I'm suggesting, Ollie, if you have this with with an iron, you'll definitely do the same with a driver. So this position here, you see the club head that I've circled, is very much outside the line. So I'd like to kind of see that more work up the line. And by doing that, by being outside on the way down, back, you get very outside on the way down. So instead of your path being this way, Ollie, the camera a little bit further back. So your path being more this way, so it's more round and round, your path goes this way and this way. So by working left and out to in, you're definitely going to spin the ball more because you're working across the ball, you're playing a cut spin to the ball, so that's why you're going to hit it high, kind of a weak flight. So 2 quick ways. By the way, you're going to improve this with your irons, and it's going to go into your driver. Let's get it ticked off with the irons and then work the driver. So, Ollie, I'm seeing too much of the arms lifting the backswing and not enough this rotation. And this is a drill I just talked about 2 minutes ago. So I'll explain that again for you, Ollie. I want you to have a little more upper body rotation. So grab it in your left hand, or actually, Ollie, you're left-handed, so I'll do it for you with my right hand. So I'm imagining this in you, Ollie, now. You're going to swing the club out. So I've got a bit of body rotation. Put the club at the ball. Back top the backswing. Whereas for you, Ollie, I'm seeing this kind of move. Really high hands. So I want turn, set at the ball, turn top of the backswing. See how it's more tucked in? It's not as lifted. And then on the way down, you're very much this way, so out to in. So if we were talking about a clock face, Ollie, and I'm going to hit this way now, say this was 12 o'clock, and you're hitting now to 1 o'clock this way. I'm getting my mixed up there. So you're hitting to 1 o'clock this way. I'd like to see you kind of hit more towards 11 this way. So instead of your path feeling this way, Ollie, this way, I want to see yours feel more this way. So a little bit more into out. But I definitely think by you getting a little bit more body rotation on the backswing, a bit more of a solid backswing position, like I just described then. So like your hand a little bit lower, you're definitely going to be in a better position to swing it more on play on the downswing. Your steep backswing and your hands out, but club outside the hands far too much is definitely contributing to this downswing that's very much out to in. So if we can improve that backswing position, Ollie, definitely improve that downswing position. And I think that will be the answer to your problems with the driver. I'm not saying it will be definitely the answer, but it's definitely going to help you not spin it as much. You've got a very much of an out to in path, Ollie. So that is definitely contributing to that high fade shots or high shots in general that you're seeing with the driver. Because you're probably going to see them with the iron as well. I'm going to guess now you either pull it left when you match the face up with the path, or when you have an open face, you hit predominantly a fade. So I'd kind of like to see this better backswing position, more solid. Let's kind of work on that drill that I just said. A bit more body rotation. So grip in your right hand, turn, set the buttock club at the ball, turn top of the backswing, and let this left elbow fall for you being a left-hander. And then we're in a solid backswing position. I'm going to swing out to 11 o'clock, not 1 o'clock. So guys, if you don't actually understand anything I'm saying now, comment down below, say, Alex, will you please just say it again? That's not a problem. I can definitely do that for you. So moving on to the next swing, guys. Sorry if it feels like I'm rattling through them tonight. There's just, I can't say as how many there is. And I know that I'm not being kind of, sometimes it might feel like I'm not talking about it too much, but I've got such a demand on here for you to do these things that I'd rather try and do everybody and give you a little bit of feedback. And I'm available for online Skype lessons. So that's somewhere where we can do 45 minutes work together. You send me a swing prior to our Skype call and I'll talk you through the improvements. And we can talk for as long as you want. We can talk for it and try and get that done so you understand it. So we do, like I just done one the other week. I've done one after this. That's why we're only on for an hour tonight, because I've got an online lesson. So this is great, but sometimes it's probably better if we kind of talk for a bit longer, and that's up to you guys. If you want online lessons, either direct message me or email me. So it's AlexElliottGolf@gmail.com. In fact, what I'll do is on the comments bit below, I will put my email address in there, guys. So if you're interested in or just want to inquire about doing private lessons, that is completely fine. I'll put the email down below. Just send me a quick mail. We'll just get talking. Perfect, Ollie. Make sure, Ollie, when you're doing it, send another video in. Video it this week when you're trying it, and send me a video this week, and I'll give you a thumbs up. Or direct message me that video, Ollie, and we just tell you if you're doing the right things. And then that way, no one's working the wrong things. Right. We'll go a bit of to Alex Corley here. He's sent a putting video in. It's quite interesting, really, here. Because I've already done a putting one before, so I thought we'd pick this out and go to this one next. So. Baby in the background as well. So guys, let me show you this one. So this is putting. I know this is kind of, it's a swing. It's just not the same as a full swing. Let me show you this. Let me show you that one again. So without seeing the full setup, Alex, I can't comment on certain things. So for me, putting, I always like to say this is a putter, guys. I can't quite see, Alex, what's on here. So I'm going to give you 3, I think, really key fundamentals to putting. And I'm quite biased being the left below cack-handed putter. So this is from my view. Let's show you this with the camera, guys. Just move the camera a little bit. So we can just show you this and not cut. Yeah. So guys, first thing I'm seeing is kind of seeing this. I always want this club going through my forearm. So when kind of people are putting this way, guys, and you kind of see this, see if I drew a line up from the butt of this club, it's not through my forearms. I like to just put the putter through my right forearm. Now that is a really good way to work the putter. So that's my first bugbear. I like to see this club working through the forearms. Then from there, guys, I like to see the arms on the side of the body. This way we can want that pendulum. So we're rotating from the sternum, we're not very independent with the arms, rotating from the sternum this way. And then my key thing is here, guys, I'm a left below right putter, so this is what I like. I know this is not a putter, guys, but I'm just going to demo this. Imagine it was a putter. I like left below right. And if you watch all these angles, my key thing is these angles don't break down. Don't break down. All this stays constant. And this is, I'm not saying this is completely right. This is just my theory of putting. Well, it's not my theory. And this is someone like Alex Noren does as well, definitely. So I'm in here, guys, not breaking down. Nothing breaks down. So let me tell you these again. I like these shaft through the right forearm, arms inside the body, rotating the sternum. The more we rotate, this will give us a little bit of an into in, out, into in path. So it's more of an arc stroke rather than being straight back, straight through. And then, guys, I'm left below right on there. That's my grip there for anybody wants to see the underneath bit. And then we'll set with the hands. All the angles are set now. All these angles here. Just hold the angles. So I just thought I'd share that with you guys because I can't really see Alex's full setup here. So I thought I'd just give you my 3 little fundamentals I like to see in putting, like I laid with the putting lesson on Friday. We worked about rotating the sternum back and through. But by rotating that, we're going to have a better relationship with the club head and club face with the body. So that's my key tip on there, guys. So moving on to the next swing, Andrew Davis. So let me show you this, guys. There's Andrew Davis. This is a really good swing, guys. Let me show you this. I've seen one thing I'd like to improve, and this is literally all I would like to improve. So let me show you this, guys. Posture is the first thing, which isn't really a thing that I count as a swing thought. It's posture. Let's get his hands a little higher, so stand a little taller, more athletic. That is my key thing. Just bear with me, guys. It is playing. It's just because it's on slow motion, and it's just so many frames per second. So guys, really nice position here, really good. Nice rotation, and works lovely there. But let's move it backwards now. Right, so first thing I want to see, Andrew, is this posture. So not as low hands here, not as low hands here. I'd like to see a bit taller. Imagine perching on the top. I know you can't see about half, that's all I want you to see, guys. I want to see this here. So imagine perching on top of a kitchen stool. And don't sit down, do it. We perch on it. Solid base of the legs, the feet are planted. Now we're nice and we can use the ground now. Now we're into the ground. The hands are higher, they're not dead low. Nice and high. Perfect. Not up here, not here. The hands are dangling low. Not here, but just nice and comfortable. So, Andrew, that's the first thing I like to see. The second thing, and I kind of touched on this earlier, I see you exiting this way. So I'll just tilt the camera a little bit, we can show you that. I see you exiting this way up, and the hands work really high up here, kind of this way. And I'll show you in the video, you kind of work this way. So I'd like to see this action work. I'll show you from side on, guys, and I'll show you from down the line. Instead of working up this way, Andrew, so it'll be here, you work up this way behind the ball. Probably have struggled with hitting it left when you flip it, or starting the ball right. So I like to see the chest work more over the ball, even with driver, more over the ball and round more. Not as up into the air, chest over the ball, round more. And this is a drill, Andrew, that can be done when hitting, like I was saying earlier, hitting shots under the trees, working those punch shots. And then with driver, we get the club in there, we set the angle with the shoulders, so we want to hit the ball in the up. From there, we don't change anything. We don't have to work the ball this way, bring it back to where we came from, and then we hit it on the up. I'd like to see these chests over the ball for you more, Andrew. And instead of working the arms so high, I like to see the arms work more around the body here, and chasing it with the right arm, not chasing up into the air. That's the only thing I'd like to change. You've got solid back swing position, Andrew. Let's just work those hands more around the body on the way through. Right, now we'll move on to Anthony. He sent the swing in last week, actually.
Anthony Average.
Yes, yes, it is. So it's Anthony Average. His name is on Instagram. And he's made some really good improvements, which is really good to see. He said he's still struggling with moving away from the ball at impact, so we need to get him more of a solid base. So I can show you this. Anthony's is far better, far, far better. I'd like to just see this club work a little less steep still. Keep working on what we were saying last week. Ball club at the ground, a bit more upper body rotation, which gets that club in a better position. But, well, far better improving the feet, Anthony. That is so good. So much better. Great work. So, guys, if I show you this in full time now. Last week, Anthony, yeah, it's so much better here. Yeah, it's still a bit steep. But I'm going to show you one more time.
Closer.
if you watch Andrew's feet here, Anthony's feet here, he actually moved away from the ball at impact, and you wouldn't believe the improvements he's made already if I show you this. So guys, that's so good. So Anthony, what I like to see is I like to keep seeing you working that drill, buckle the ball, which is great here. Keep rotating. So we get this position here. 6 is far improved, so much better. Just rotate the upper half from there. We don't need to lift. Rotate the upper half from there. So then from there, we're in a good position and then working through the ball. And I know you said you're kind of feeling with driver, you're still moving away. Let's feel like, it's going to sound bizarre, but let's try and put a tennis ball on your right foot. So you've got to keep your feet planted. I've not got a tennis ball now, guys, but keeping the feet planted. And you've got to keep your left foot down on the tennis ball as long as you can. And this way, you're going to use the ground more, you're going to turn left more, and then you're not going to be jumping away like this. So you're not going to have far less hyperextension and moving away. Tennis ball under the right ankle, keep that foot down there as long as you can, and moving left, and exiting left more. And that's definitely, Anthony, going to help you not move away, well, jump up, which is as a result of hyperextension. So, like I was saying, Anthony, keep working that. This is so much better here. Like I just said, bottle club's now at the ball, but just keep rotating that. I don't want to see this little move of lifting as much because that gets into a steep position. Keep rotating that onto the right shoulder, then down into the ball, and keep keeping that chest over the ball. Now, this is so much improved, Anthony, so great work. Keep it up. And Anthony, definitely, please keep me posted. Even if you think, oh, Alex, just don't put it on the live session. I won't put the live session, but just send me them, and we can just keep ticking along and checking what you're doing, which is absolutely perfect. So well done, Anthony. Keep up the good work. Or, Anthony, if you want to do a bit more one-to-one, we can definitely do online lessons. So if that's something you're interested in, I put my email down below, guys. So if you're interested in that, just please send me a mail and we can get chatting of how we can improve you more individually. Because like I said, at 9 o'clock tonight, guys, I've got a live session. So that is why I'm rattling through it. I'm so sorry if it feels like I'm rushing. I've just got an online lesson with a client later. So that is why it finishes at 9 o'clock tonight. So I know I'm rattling through and giving you 1 or 2 points, which is, I hope it's going to help you guys. But ideally, I'd like to spend longer. So if you're more interested in private online lessons, just please send me an email. Anyway, moving on. So we've got FC Golf Player from Instagram. That is the Instagram account name. So I'll show you this, guys, now. So I'll show you this. You ready, guys? Right, it's FC Golf Player. I love this backswing position. That is so good. That is so good, guys. So Anthony, you know I was saying before, your hands are kind of close to the body in a steep shaft angle. Now look at that. He's just carried on rotating there. FC Golf has carried on rotating, which is what I wanted you to do. But the one thing I'd like to see is FC Golf. So I don't know the actual name. It just comes through as that. There's an action here of kind of this through the ball. So if I show you my head movement through the ball, your head movement is kind of this way and behind. I like to see Annika Sorensen. Really, I know I keep banging on. I've probably mentioned about 10 times, so I apologise, guys, for keep repeating myself on that every week. But I like her moving through the ball. She chases the ball with her eyes. That's going to get your chest over a bit more. It's not going to be his head down and kind of behind it. That's a big myth. I've top tip, keep your head down. No, don't like that. I've always been taught, impact, chase it with your eyes. Impact, chase it with your eyes. So FC Golf, I kind of like not this movement, and club passing us, and our body behind it, chest over it, chasing it with your eyes. This can be done with drills, so guys, like impact, chase, little chips, impact, chase, little chips. We're never going to get our eyes hitting up, looking up before we hit the ball. We're never going to do that. But if I can get your head moving this way more early, eye line more level, not as this way. So eye line more level, chest more level, chest over the ball. Then that's going to improve you because you've got a solid backswing position. And I think we can work a little bit better through the ball instead of this stuck behind it. But I know a lot of juniors do get stuck behind it as a result of getting a bit more power. And that's something I did as a junior. We think, oh, get behind it. And it's a great way because as we're young, we've not got the muscle, we've not got the body. So that's why we generate power. So by falling behind it a little bit and using our arms, using our body weight that way, that is the way we generate power as a young golfer. But moving forward, I like to see these eyes chase the ball earlier this way as opposed to this way. Right, guys, just as a kind of, before we get into the last few swings. So, guys, before we get into the last few swings, my lovely assistant has just passed me over a message. So, just a quick reminder, guys, not next week, the week after, we are filming with Chris Hansen. And I know a lot of guys have been wanting to know what's in the bag. So, we're doing a what's in the bag. We're going to do a bit of pitching. We're going to use this TrackMan. We're going to get so much content for you guys. But mainly, a what's in the bag is going to be the biggest thing you can watch there because I know you guys are eager to see it. And it's got some cool putters. That's all I'm saying. Some cool putters. Also, guys, if you're liking this content, please give us a thumbs up. Or if you're new, please hit that subscribe button. Like, you can keep us up with all latest content. Like I said earlier, you've got Tuesdays tips nights, Thursdays course vlogs, and always the course vlogs are course vlogs with a difference. And Sunday is our live swing analysis. And this is the swing analysis, which is really, really fun. So, guys, if you've not checked out Thursday's vlog, it's all about actual and playing yardage, which if anybody doesn't know the difference from it, I'm not telling you what it is. Go and check it out. So, guys, so like I keep saying, all these swings are taking priority if you're a subscriber. If you've sent the swing in, but you're not a subscriber, we will try and fit you in the end, but the subscribers have priority, okay? That is the key thing, okay? You've got to be a subscriber to have priority and get your swing out. You're literally, I mean, it's amazing how many swings have been sent in, but there's just so many. I'm really sorry, guys. And also, another note is, this month's giveaway is 2 weeks left in it. There's 2 weeks left to win this giveaway, which is such a good giveaway. It looks a bizarre thing, but it's such a good giveaway. It's the swing shirt, okay? So basically, you've seen some Instagram posts, everybody. You've seen them, arms going in, and there's actually a video on it. So, guys, if you want to find out how you can enter this and win those swing shirts, which are absolutely amazing, by the way, go and check out the video on my YouTube channel. You've got to be a subscriber. Go and find it. I'm not telling you how you can do it, but there's 3 steps you've got to do to win that swing shirt or be in the chance to. I'm not saying there's loads of entries already, so I'm not saying the more times you probably share it or the more times you do, you might have a better chance. Maybe not, but I'm not telling you, so just go and check it out. So, moving on to the final few swings. Guys, the 2 swings that I've got down here is Liam Duncan and Danny Barbers. Guys, I know you sent them in, but and it's going to sound like really horrible, but you're not subscribers, so unfortunately I've got to pick up these other guys first, and if you've got time, we'll do you at the end. But you've got to be a subscriber. It's absolutely key to be a subscriber because they have priority. Right, this is Graham. It's a funny story, really. Graham sent me a video last week of just his bottom half and his legs. So he sent us a little message saying, sorry about that video. I've actually got the full body image now, which is absolutely perfect. So, Graham, thank you for that. So, Graham. Great posture here, guys. Key. Through the feet here. Really nice posture. Love it. Right, let's look at what we can improve. Maybe not have to improve anything. Right, love the move through the ball, Graham. Love the move through the ball. One thing I would like to see is there's a little bit of disconnection. So, and 2 little drills where you can do this. Actually, great. I think we can improve that position. Really good there, really good through the ball. Right, so Graham, I'm kind of seeing this kind of movement on the way through. So just move the camera back a little bit. I'm kind of seeing this and then this. So I'd like to see a bit more body rotation here. Set the butt club with the ball and turn it onto the right shoulder. Bit more solid backswing. The arm isn't as behind us here, getting stuck. It's out with the left arm. Set the butt club with the ball. A body rotation now. There's no gap here and turn. Another way of doing this is put a towel underneath both armpits and take that backswing. You've got to and keep that in there. You've got to turn in order to keep that under your armpits. And then from the downswing, Graham, I'd like to see just kind of working the club more towards 1 o'clock, kind of pushing it out this way as opposed to a bit of a pull down this way. But I'm seeing this. I'm seeing if you kind of get a bit more body rotation, a bit of a better backswing position, definitely going to be a better downswing position, Graham. So work on that backswing. And then we'll go from there, guys. So, moving on to K1NG Instagram. So sorry, just to feel. So Graham, just to summarise, bit of a better backswing position, upper body rotation. That is going to be key for you. Okay, that's going to be absolutely key. Okay, I'm just going to do this one now, and then we'll do that one. And also, sorry, there's actually one. Sorry, I was just quick with. There's one on Facebook which you need to get up as well.
Okay.
So we've got one. Let me tell you how many swings we've got left to do because there's only 10 minutes. We've probably pushed 5 minutes afterwards. We've got one, like Danny Barbers and Liam Duncan. Unfortunately, don't think we're going to have time because you're not subscribers, okay? There's Corey Phillips, K1 Insta, and 3 more over here. So there's 5 swings to go, okay, guys? 5 swings, probably 10, 11 minutes at the most, okay? Here we go. Let me show you this, guys. Right. Show you this. I think it's a good swing. And look at the foot action here. Keep your eyes on the foot action. Right. I think the lines are good. I like the lines. What I'd like to see is, let me highlight this, guys. Let me highlight this foot action. So watch the left foot. Watch the left foot. And watch the head now. See how much rotation you got that left foot. These feet need to stay planted in the ground. So I want to kick that foot being straight. I want to kick that left foot out a little bit. A bit more 10 to 2 with those feet, more of a solid base. More 10 to 2 with those feet, a bit more solid base, not as here. 10 to 2 with those feet, solid base. And from there, one thing, action, this movement, like I talked about earlier, this head getting close to the ball through impact. So I want you chasing that ball with those eyes, keeping those eyes level. How can I keep that chin and eyes level? Practice it. Tee an iron off of the highest tee peg you dare. So from there, I've got to stay level. Eyes level. Eyes level. Eyes chasing it, okay? That's the drill I want you to use. And then from there, guys, you've got more of a solid base. So I'm thinking this comes from this, and this causes this really, really high amount of movement with that left foot. I want to see that weight travel in. Those eyes following that ball a bit more, and a little more rotation, but not as harsh left. I want a bit more of a smoother action. And it's going to quieten down that footwork and not be as lively with those feet. And this lively feet is going to help when you're on the golf course. It could break down. So I want to see these feet planted. Keep those feet planted. And I think you can. I think in setup, and also it's going to help you because your weight looks on your heels here. So just to kind of summarize, I know kind of like a waffle there to you guys. So K1's NG swing. I want that weight more on the balls of your feet. This is going to help the foot action. So your foot is not going to lift as much. So you're going to have far less of this. See that foot there, guys? It's far less of that. So I want weight through the center of the hip, through the center of the feet, not behind the body. So weight on the balls of the feet. And then I want this eyes following the ball quicker. So the head's not dropping and the club's not passing us. Chest over the ball and following it quicker. 2 easy things you can do there. You're swinging it great. Just just tone those 2 things down, and then we're going to get better. So Corey Phillips. Show you Corey swing. Wow, Corey, this is good. This is very good. Let me show you this. Good posture. Let me show you Corey swing here, guys. Show you Corey swing. Really good. So, let me have a look at myself again. Really good lines on the way back. Really nice lines at the top. Love that position. Love it into the ball. One thing, Corey, I think there's a hint of it being out to in on the way down. I don't think there's a little bit of a hint of it being out to in on the way down. I'd like to see that path be a little bit more in to out. So what I mean by that is, say this was 12 o'clock here. This was 12 o'clock here. I'd like to see you hitting more this way. So more in, out. So feeling like you're hitting more of a draw. Practice it. It sounds simple, but just practice hitting those draws. Keep those draws. So hitting draws, not fades. Try and feel your version of hitting a draw. Another thing, I'd like to see a little bit more room between the butt of this club, this bit here, the butt of this club, and your body. So your hands are dangling down, but they kind of look a little bit too close to the body. Great posture, put my hand a little bit close to the body this way. I kind of like to see a bit more of a gap. I know you see Danny. Everybody sees Danny while I do this. About 6 inches between the belt buckle and the butt of the club, whereas yours looks very, very close there, Corey. So a bit more here. Posture, great. Arms still a bit further away from the body. And then I feel like we're trying to hit a few draws, kind of neutral in that swing out. I think there's a lot of talk, you've got to hit it more from the inside or this and that. But what do you do from the draw? You've got to hit a draw, you've got to be from the inside. So instead of thinking technical, let's just kind of hit shots in order to make those rectifications. So try hitting it round trees that way, try and hit fades around that trees that way, or put that swing stick down or alignment stick down the ground, clip the right edge and clip the left edge for your draws and fades. Really simple ways, guys, are really good to kind of improve those back swings and improve those swings without even thinking you're doing it. So I remember when I was younger, I've had some lessons and we talked about sticks in the ground, skimming the right, skimming the left. And I just made my swing changes as a result of that, not with a coach telling me what to do. That's the kind of way I've gone on to teach as well. I kind of use those theories of what I've learned over the years. I know I'm only young now. I'm not saying I'm not learning. I'm still learning all these different things now. And I'm kind of adapting them to the way I like to teach. And that's kind of a simple way that you can take it straight to the golf course. And I'm a firm believer in that. So the last 3 swings of tonight, guys, because like I said, in about 4 or 5 minutes time, I have got a session booked in with a client. So that is happening at just after 9 o'clock. So guys, if you want to be interested in those, I put it in the link below, how you can get involved in those. Sorry, I lost my train of thought with the phone going. So as I was trying to say, guys, I've got a live Skype session with a client at 9 o'clock. So like I said, if I'm rushing through your swings tonight, I think, oh God, he's not wanting to talk to me. Well, guys, I've got so many swings. I mean, I love helping you all out, and I'm trying to rattle through them, give you 1 or 2 tips between you. But I've kind of, the best way to do it is we're doing individual lessons. And if you want to find out more information on that, I put my email down below, or direct message me. Any way you want to do it, just get involved, ask me, and we can definitely sort something out. Not a problem. So moving on to one of the last few swings.
From Facebook.
This is from Facebook. This is Tom from Facebook. Let me show you this, guys. From what I was reading earlier, me and Tom were just speaking, and he couldn't play with 17, which I find it very hard to believe because this is a great. Let me show you this. I do not think there's any worries with him getting his handicap, with James getting his handicap down this year. James, honestly, mate, that is so good. So good. You're 17. Well, James, one thing I'm thinking now, you're 17, so you swing it that good. What are your areas that you're struggling with? How's your chipping? How's your pitching? How's your putting? Because there's got to be one reason why you are 17. There's got to be some flaws in the game. Now, for me, if I analyse a swing, and I'm going to pick out this now. Great backswing position, like I'm going to show you there, guys. Great backswing position. Really good. And then nice impact position. Nice impact position. And nice balance follow through. So James, I'm thinking, can you improve your short game? How's your putting? How's your chipping? How's your pitching? Those are the 3 areas I think you're going to have to improve in order to get down from 17 and lower. Because yes, you're always going to hit bad shots. Everybody hits bad shots. But in general, James, this looks absolutely great. I love the whole move. And look at it from face on now. I love this whole move. For 17 is so good. There's not going to be any worries about you being off 17 for much longer. One thing I would just say, if I watch on the face on one, I kind of, it's not very clear, but I'm kind of seeing this with your right hand. Forgive me if I'm wrong, it's not very clear, so I can't really see, but just make sure that grip, 2.5 knuckles on the left, shake your hands to the right, and this is going into your right shoulder. It's not here, it's not underneath, it's not a very strong right hand, because that's going to lead to a few inconsistencies. But like I was saying, James, you're off 17 now. There is not a problem about you getting down. You said you're struggling with a push slice. Now, that if you've got a strong grip, sometimes as a result of that, you're going to be reluctant to release that face through impact. So that's probably one of the reasons why you're starting the ball right. You're not marrying that face up with the path. So I like to make sure that grip, 2.5 knuckles on the left, shake hands to the right, and this goes into the right shoulder. Improve that short game. Make sure you've got solid short game, solid pitching, and solid putting. That's key. And if you're struggling with the push slice, it's going to sound bizarre. Try hitting some draws. Now, push slice mainly come from into, out, path, and over face, but sometimes you can get, I've not seen you hit a push slice, but you can definitely, I think sometimes you're going to might have a hint of being out to in on the way down. Try feeling hitting some draws. Try feeling hit it more to 1 o'clock on the way through, not 11 o'clock. I think just try those 2 things. Make sure that grip, improve that short game. Definitely going to get down for 17, James. It's going to sound like a really big comment. I reckon you should be targeting 11, 10 or even lower, 100%. You're swinging it great. Honestly, that looks so good. You've obviously done some great work this winter, so congratulations on that. Keep up the good work, James. Right, on to the penultimate swing of the season, guys.
Not. Mm-hmm. One more after.
Yeah, penultimate.
Yeah.
There means one more after that. Right, guys. This is William Murfitt. Muffet, sorry.
On Twitter.
I'm from Twitter. Right, guys, this is a really good swing again. Really good move. Really good move. Nice simulator as well. This guy's actually also on YouTube, so if you're only going to check him out, check out his YouTube channel, guys. Right, William, the one thing I'm seeing here is that club is a little bit too much outside the hands for my liking the backswing. I would like to see that club set a little bit earlier. So what I mean by that is, if I was videoing you from face on, I'm kind of seeing this kind of movement. I'd like to see more of this kind of movement. See how I set that club a little bit earlier, so put a club at the ball earlier, and then I'm turning. It's not as this movement. I've got an L shape quicker. So I like to see put a club at the ball, at the ground, pointing at the wall behind me, down there. So I just like to see that kind of put the club set a little bit earlier on the backswing. That's going to give you a bit more of a consistent backswing position and help that right elbow forward a little bit more. But in general, William, it's a really good swing. This is, I really like it. Really like it. I just kind of get you to stand a little bit more athletic and those hands a little bit further away from the body. That is the other thing I'd like to see. So posture, not as upright, hands a little bit further away from the body. And to set that, I like to see a bit more of a set with that, but the club at the ball a little bit earlier in the backswing. So William, perfect, great work. Right, guys, moving on to the final swing. And like I said, I'm sorry if I'm rattling through it. I would have run over, but I'd actually just texted the client and said we're going to be a few minutes late. So I'm just going to do this final swing. And like I said, guys, if you want more analysis private on your swings, hit that subscribe button, and I put that link down below. So you can send me an email, send me a direct message, and find out how you can do that. So this is from Instagram. I'll be speaking a little bit all week. This is a really good. Now this is a really good example of balance, guys. Watch this. Really, really good example of balance. Balance and power, straight off there. I love that move. I love that move. So let's have a quick look at it and see if we can make any improvements. So I'm going to look at this. One more look. I honestly, this is going to sound bizarre, I wouldn't like to make really any improvements at all. One thing I would just make sure is we're keeping checks on that backswing. I'm just making sure we've got enough body rotation. So what I mean by that is, I'm seeing the swing is absolutely great. It's balanced, it's powerful, it's got everything I'd like to see in the golf swing. So one thing I would just like to check is this. So it's just a quick little drill. I'm not saying your backswing is wrong. I just think you can drill this. So making sure you've got enough upper body rotation. So I just need to show you this swing a bit more on my upper body, guys. So club in the left hand, outside the hands here. See how I've got nice body rotation. Then I'm setting the club at the ball, then onto the right shoulder. So now I've got a really good upper body rotation. The right elbow's folded. It's not behind us. It's nice and folded on the side of the body. And from there, we're in a really good position to make a nice backswing without the right arm being behind the body. But one thing I'd like to see is, I love that. I love this. Like, look, Like, you could look at this, guys. Just look how balanced it is. This is a great example where you want the hands off the backswing and the balance through the ball. One thing I'd like to see is, this swing is obviously very good, obviously a very good player. What's your pitching like? What's your chipping like? And what's your putting like? Have you got pitching positions? Can you hit 3 different trajectories for that same yardage, 100 yards? Have you got a low one? Have you got a medium flight? Have you got a high one? Right, guys. Just before we round it up today, and that is a really good swing to finish on. I'm going to say it's like Jason Day-esque. Look at this. High hands, bang. Balanced. Just look how balanced. He's not falling over. He's not behind it. He's not got this move, which we saw earlier, guys. So he's not got this move through the ball. It's chasing with the eyes. It's chest over the ball. Really, really good. So this, sometimes we look at swing and say, oh, improve. But sometimes let's just swing. If a swing's good, why make changes for the sake of changes? You don't need to make them. I like to say sometimes if a swing's really good, we just practice hitting shots. So can we hit jaws? Can we hit fades? Can we hit low? Can we hit it high? I like to see a player that actually tests themselves, practicing, and the way they practice always improve, because he swings it great. Why make a change if he already swings it great? There's no need to do that. So just to kind of summarize, guys, thank you very much for all coming in and sending your swings in this week. I'm sorry if I feel like I've gone through it all really quick. I apologize, but I'm not going to tell you why again, because I've got somebody in a minute. But you've heard me, guys. You can actually get your lessons. Hit that email up, send me a mail in. Just the last 2 things. Thank you, guys, who sent the emails in this week. We've had 2 emails in inquiring about the online private lessons. So thank you very much. You know who you are. Thank you. Earlier in the week, I did a thing with actually a guy called Drew. Now, he actually supported me from the start, and we did our Skype lesson. And he said he worked on a bit of his leg action, and he's really improved. He's actually been playing golf a year, and his aim is to hit it, get under 90 by the summer, which, Drew, is not going to be a problem. He's actually coming over to Scotland this week. He's from New York, which is absolutely great. So we're going to have a little bit of a catch-up, actually, at the end of this month. Look at his swings, and every other week we're going to keep him top of his swing and see his improvements, and we're going to share it with you guys as well. Any swings that are not analysed this week, guys, for example, let me just read you 2 guys out here. So Danny Barbers and Liam Duncan.
And Nils.
And also the guys that I've actually sent them in this week. You're going to be done first thing next week, but guys, make sure you subscribe. You've got to be a subscriber in order to do this. Last thing is Tuesday is a really, really good way how to improve your scoring. So I know someone mentioned up above how to improve your scoring. This is a really good game. I know we did the Ultimate Chipping Challenge last week. This is a really good game of how you can improve your scoring on the golf course. So that's all I'm saying. Make sure you go and check it out, guys. If you've not already, give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. Don't miss out on the content. We've got What's in the Bag coming with European Tour players. Thank you so much, guys. I've got to go. Have a really great week. Have a good Monday tomorrow. See you all, guys, on Tuesday.